it's me, Bad Bubba. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Haven't made a video in a while. I actually made several videos, just have not posted them yet. Thought I'd go ahead and post a quick little video. Goal is, like I said before, to load videos every day. Ooh, hiccup. Hang on one second. You know, there's a lot of videos that get posted daily to follow hotshot drivers. I can't find a video that follows an owner-operator every day. So you know what? Stay tuned. And I wish I knew how to do all that cool video editing stuff to put my logo in there. Eventually, I'm going to get there. So anyways, I just came off some home time. Spent some home time at the house with the family. I hate leaving the house. I hate leaving my family alone. Wife's pregnant. So anyways, as a lot of you know, I am leased on to Riverside Transport, RTI. Man, hang on. And like I said, a lot of you guys know I'm with RTI. A lot of you guys also know I am on a dedicated account for Saputo. I had to wake up about 3 o'clock this morning, run over to Murray, Kentucky, grab this load from the Saputo yard. Thought it was going to be a live load. Come to figure out it was actually a drop and hook, which works great. This load's only going up to Louisville. I don't really exactly know the name of the customer. I'm sure it's on my bill of ladings, but then once I deliver that load, I'm literally going to turn around and come on back. Means I'm going to go home again tonight. I mean, I spent the weekend home, woke up Monday, went to Solid Doctor. My mama works at a doctor's office. She was happy to know she could stab me a couple times with a needle. Had to get some blood work done. We think I'm borderline diabetic, so we're doing an A1C test. And I hate needles, man. I hate needles. I'd rather you cut me than stab me with a needle. Straight up. I'd rather be cut than stabbed. I don't know how that makes any sense, but man, that's where I'm at. Sorry. But anyways, you know, you guys know how it is as an owner-operator. Man, you got to eat on the go. If I want to be able to get home tonight, my family, my stepdaughter, she has a, I kind of want to call her my daughter, but at the same time, I don't want to bestow disrespect onto her real father. And he is in her life. And in my heart, I feel like she's my daughter. I'll do anything this world for her. I tell her some ugly truths that she don't want to listen to sometimes. But she needs to listen to them because it's the real world. But anyways, enough about my family life. This channel's not about my family life, but hope I do get home in time to go watch her play soccer. I had get a chance to really watch her play soccer in a while. So, but onward. One of these days, I'm gonna learn how to edit these videos, so you don't see me snacking, chewing. But so like I said, we're headed over to Louisville. GPS saying we're gonna be there around 10-ish at the receiver. I'm gonna say I'm probably gonna be there 2 hours getting unloaded. Turn my reefer off. Turn around and head back. And I'll probably drop my reefer. I'm not in the 405. And I ain't racing reefer. Drop my reefer unit off. Man, I just got the hiccups today. Drop it off in Murray. Bobtail home. I actually parked my 18-wheeler in my driveway. That I have not done yet, which is going to be pretty sweet. So I actually got a spot for it. So, man, go watch that game and get another load in the morning out of Murray. I believe it's going up towards Chicago. I could be wrong. In fact, hang on. One second. There's this load. There's the next load. Murray, Kentucky. Melrose Park, Illinois, which is the semi outskirts of Chicago. That's all I gotta do is see Melrose Park or Perot. I'm not gonna say where, but Melrose Park, Illinois. I know that's going up to their storage facility. So it is what it is. Excuse me. Let this driver get on the interstate here. Sexy looking day cab on that movable gooseneck. Man, stacks and all. We mean by accident. That's freaking awesome. If you just happen to be the one driving that truck, black Pete with a green sticker on the back that says that. It's a sharp truck. I need to get the right way. Come on, buddy. Thank you. That's an older Pete. It's got the round headlights. So that's a 379. Older's 370. I think that's what it is. I could be wrong. I don't know all my Peterbilts. This is my first Peterbilt, a 579. A lot of people would say it's not a true Peterbilt, but it is. But it's not, because it's not the one I want. But I want that new 589. One day we will get it. And doing some research on our journey becoming true owner operators, having our own authority one day. Oh boy, I can't stop it. Sun's in my eyes. But anyways, so I've been looking into trailers. I've been trying to debate the main three. main two. But number one, because it's the most freight out there, is a 53-foot van, or also commonly known as 53-foot driving. Looked into those, and a lot of people are telling me, like, dude, these trailers are built to last 20 years. There's no need of getting a brand new one right off the bat. Okay. I've seen plenty of 06, 07, 08 ones out there for look in great condition, and they're going for like anywhere between $4,000 to $7,000, and that's way cheaper than a brand new one. And I'll do for a couple of years, you know. May even get it refurbished, but by the time I get it refurbished, I might as well just put a down payment on a brand new one, or save up some money and pay cash for a new one. I don't know what a brand new one's going to run. I'm guessing here, because I haven't done my research, so I'm putting that little disclaimer out there. I haven't done my research on how much a brand new one is. I've tried doing research, but I can't figure it out to save my life. I can't figure it out to save my life. I've Googled it. I've looked them up on Facebook Marketplace. I think my next step is to call one of these trailer dealerships. Hang on. I'm hungry. Truck is a 10-speed automatic. It doesn't go into 10th gear till you hit 70 or 71. So I'm guessing they just did that on default. And I got the 2018 Peterbilt 10-speed automatic. Was hoping for a 12-speed automatic or a 13-speed manual. 13-speed manual I don't think exists in the company unless I go and ain't no I'm sorry, that Peterbilt I passed was not a 379, it's a 389, but he started to pass me right. Either he is, no, that's not the same guy, this is a different one. 389 day cab, so they're looking before the end of the day, I'm gonna have 3 trips I gotta scan in before midnight, so I get paid on them. Even though I'm on a guarantee, they're gonna want them trips scanned in so they can get paid. I'm sure they got some kind of financial service that collects on their behalf, and like a factoring service. They might even have their own separate factoring services that can go ahead and take care of it. But with this being a dedicated account, I don't know if they use a factoring service, or they just turn it in and get the money, you know. But, oh, Jesus. That sun is bright. The sunrise green helped me there. Oh, but anyways, where's sunglasses we need? Oh! So, I ain't trying to be styling on you guys. My head's probably a little big for these, but this way I don't get completely blinded by the sun. The sun's in front of me. I'm headed eastbound morning, you know, rising the east, setting the west. So it's gonna be terrible because the sun's gonna be in my eyes the whole time. Eastbound in the morning, I'm gonna be westbound in the afternoon. I didn't choose this load, but another thing I'm keeping an eye on, let's get back to our trailers. I'll come back to that. So our 53-foot dry van, we're looking at about, we'll go ahead and choose that high number. We'll say $7,500 is probably what it's going to cost us for our trailer. Now I could probably go ahead and start saving up money and go ahead and buy one and do things to it as we go before we get ready to. I can't see nothing, son. I need to clean my windshield. So I'll go ahead and buy that trailer, go ahead and do all the necessities that need to be done to it. Probably go ahead and put some accessories that I want on there, like the trailer's probably going to come with some white steel rims. I don't want those. I want aluminum bullet holes, 22.5-inch rims. I want to put Michelin tires on it. A lot of y'all, when I say that, you're like, why would you want to put Michelin tires, expensive tires, on a trailer? Well, son, you take care of what you get. Run some goods. Don't run cheap. I don't run. Here's another thing I'm about to go into. A lot of people will tell you, retreads are cheaper. I don't run no retreads. I think that should be outlawed. And it probably is. I just haven't really completely looked into it. Because you come across these little, we call them gators. Come on by me, boy. I gotta get over. Okay, you're gonna let me over. It turns to one lane up here. I was gonna let this lifted GMC fly by me, but is it there? Y'all come on. This right here is where I wish I had a CB. That's the next thing I'm getting, a CB, getting it installed, but because of RTI and the contract I did sign, they have to be the one to install it. To my understanding, there is no charge for that, to my understanding. I could be wrong, but if they charge me, they charge me. I really do not care. I actually need my CB. So I can check with that dude up there, keep an ear with him. If he sees somebody sitting up here, I'm in his construction zone, and I ain't seen the speed limit sign yet. So I want to imagine it's the last speed limit sign I seen, which was 70, even though I'm driving in a one lane and the barrels are on my right. Because I got looking at is a 53 foot, of course, reefer. So I'm looking at my options on reefer. Reefer's going to be kind of expensive. Reefer's going to be about 20 grand, 20 to 25 grand, a really good one used. So I'm looking at, let's just say 20 grand. So a little bit more money, but I can run drive-in and reefer loads in it. So if I get in my area and I just look for both types of loads, well, shoot, the reefer load might pay more. Or I might not deadhead 200 miles to find a load that pays $2 or $3 a mile, where I might have to go 50 miles and pays the same amount. You know, or hey, it might pay 2 pennies, we'll say 5 cents less a mile, but I ain't got to deadhead 200 miles for it. So that's the beautiful thing where I live. Before I go into trailer 3, let me explain something. Where I live in my part of, we'll go ahead and say Tennessee, is where I live. It's a small little town. It's north of 40, right between Nashville and Memphis. Perfect. It's about 2 hours either way. Roughly. Hour and a half, 2 hours. And then you got Hopkinsville, Kentucky there. You got Alabama town there. You got St. Louis over there. Well, actually, you'd be over there for you guys watching. But, you know, I got a lot of cool little spots. So the other day I did a search just on DAT. I said I want to deadhead 200 miles for the load, and I want to deadhead 200 miles back to the house. So in other words, the load picks up and delivers within 200 miles of my house. I looked that up. There's loads every day. And guess what they pay? Now that being said, I may run 600 miles. However, that's only thinking about, before I tell you the rest of the information, I'm going to get $1,000 for these loads. And that's what they're offering. I'd probably get 15 if I actually look at the 15 or 30-day average. But let's just go out what they got listed. 200 miles. 200 miles for $1,000. Anybody that doesn't want to run that, you are an idiot. I'm telling you, these loads 9 times out of 10 are under 30,000 pounds. The other 10% of the time, it's right at 40 to 45. But who cares? I don't live in the mountains. There are some pretty steep hills in West Tennessee and all that. But it's a business. I mean, if you're going to get $4 to $5 a mile, who cares what it weighs? As long as it's legal. You know, as long as you're legal, who cares? And if I can be home every single night, heck yeah. Now if I can find me a good broker, when I meant this, I meant Memphis, Nashville. So I can find me a good broker that's got consistent freight that pays $1,000 a run. Ooh, man, back and forth to Memphis and Nashville and go home every night. Son, that's 10 grand a month. Now the average though, I've been seeing is 750 to 1,000. So if I can get on one of these deals where I'm hauling one way, it's my truck, my trailer, and I'm hauling back and forth. And that's why I'm thinking about getting a reefer, because there's a lot of dry van freight, but every now and then there's reefer freight, just to give me that opportunity to do business, because that might not have one day that week. I might not have a dry van load going back the other way that I can pick up on Friday that delivers Monday or Saturday, whatever works. And that's why I'm seriously considering to spend 3 times the amount of money on a used reefer than a used dry van, because I'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. trailer number 3. Now, my understanding, and I haven't looked completely into this, because to use this trailer, your best opportunity is one particular type of load board, and that is central dispatch. That's right, a car trailer. Now, a lot of you that are either not in the truck driving world or are but not familiar with car hauling, I'm going to say something's going to sound very contradictory unless you're hot shot Dave, shout out to you, man, or you're another car hauler that hauls a 3-car, 4-car car trailer. So, and I think 3 cars where it's at, and they're like, well, what do you mean? That don't make no sense. Why would you only want to haul 3 cars when you can haul 9? Let me explain. So in a 9-car trailer, those type of loads don't pay that much because those brokers book out a 9-car, but they only pay like 30 to 60 cents a car, where the people that book out a 3-car, which is usually just 1 car, you know, you're going to get closer to $1 a mile, if not more, per car, you know. Then on top of that, that's less weight you're pulling. Alright, so you don't really have to worry about if you're overweight. 2, that's less cars you gotta load and unload. 3, like I said earlier, weight, fuel, I mean, it's less you gotta worry about. If you do go the 3-car route, of course, I think wedge is the only way you can do 3 cars. I've heard of some drop deck 53 footers that can fit 3 cars, but they're actually not a flatbed drop deck. It's actually a drop deck car trailer with the section that have those ramps to ramp up on top of the top deck of the trailer. I'm seriously considering that because I love cars. I love cars. But I'm not sure how stout the freight is in car hauling. However, there's always auctions. People are always sending cars to auction. Dealerships are sending cars to auction. Auctions need to be cars need to be picked up from auction and took to the dealers, you know, or took it to whoever bought them. You know, you got auctions like Copar for insurance companies. Those cars, I want to say 50 to 60% of those are hauled off by a third-party hauler. But that just comes back to the main 2 is driving a reefer. I ain't got to load or unload it. I ain't 9 times out of 10, if it's loaded all the way, you ain't got to do a whole lot to secure the load. You either throw a load lock in there, which is what I have, or what I'm about to go to when I do look at my trailers. I want to make sure there's locking rails all the way down through there, high and low, for load straps. I think load straps are way better than load locks, but I'm probably going to wind up carrying a little bit of everything. And so when it comes down to it, if I had to choose, and I'm going to choose one day, I would have to eliminate option 3. I mean, I may go ahead and buy option 3 just to have it, but I mean, you're looking at, man, I mean, 20 grand, but I'm probably not going to buy it right off the bat. I'll buy it later on, like when I want to slow down, take it easy, and not be all over the country or whatever. But at the same time, if I don't want to be all over the country, all I got to do is book closer freight. And we live in a perfect spot. So let's just go ahead and say, for business purposes and reality, for better business practice, let's do away with option 3s. So now we're left with two options. Dry van, reefer, 53 foot. Now, that reefer is going to need maintenance, more different types of maintenance than the dry van, because of that reefer unit, that motor, the oil, gears, belts, all that, the coolant system, freon, fuel. There's so many other things that needs to be replaced. Plus, dry van freight outnumbers reefer freight 3 to 1. However, it's out there. It's out there a lot. And when push comes to shove, there's always going to be reefer freight, even if our economy goes in the hole. We need food. People need food. And people need other things that are refrigerated, like medicine. So what's probably going to happen is I'm not going to start with a reefer unit for business stakes, just to get going. Because by the time I pay this truck off, I'll have the title. And my next step would be, getting a trailer. And I think just to get started, I am going to start with a $5,000 to $6,000 trailer, and I'm probably going to have that bought before I even pay this truck off. But I'm not going to be able to start my own authority, but I will, over the next couple of years, start forming my LLC and forming my authority, so that way when I do get ready to start pulling my own freight, I will be ready. I'll be able to just literally put the decals on my truck. I put my plates. I'm gonna go get my plates for my truck, put them on, and everything will be ready. I can literally make the transition very easily. I've already got an insurance quote. We quoted that yesterday. It was going to be just for dry van. General freight was going to be $6,400 down as your first payment, and then $3,200 a month. Now with that being said, that's for $1 million, not $2 million. If they actually push and force this $2 million, I went ahead and got a quote on it. Now if I start off with that much, with $1 million and slide it over, I don't think I have to make, well, I would, that'd be a new policy. So it would be 68 or 76, I don't really remember down. And then it would be $4,400 a month, which would be really up there, man. But that's a month. Alright, and the first month is going to be ridiculous. However, you break that down by a week, yeah, $1,000 a week, but I'm going to be able to do business. So let's say for the month, $4,000 in expenses. Now that's just insurance. Alright, then you got fuel, which is probably going to be another $4,000. So there's $8,000. I don't have a truck payment, and I probably won't have a trailer payment. I already went ahead and paid for my plates. Well, let's say that's going to be another $150 a month. So where does that put us? We'll just say we're probably roughly around all expenses, all in, $9,000 something. First month's gonna suck. Not really. So now that's just first month. So, but when we get on the regular, let's look at the regular. So $9,000. Guess what? With that dry van, you can make $9,000 in 1 week if you get on it. If you get out and watch that load board, you have your wife or husband or friend or whoever you are in your own personal life. That's your life. I don't judge. But, you know, if you can have somebody that you know and trust, at least keep an eye on it. I wouldn't have them book it. I would have them report to you at least every 30 minutes to an hour until you say, okay, stop looking, book that load for me. Bam. Or what's the 30-day average on that load? You know, oh, it's blah. Oh, yeah, call and book it for blah, because that's the 30-day average. Because you can see that's the 30-day average. They'll give it to you. If they don't, ask why. Because it's like, dude, that's what that load pays. Haven't had an experience yet with the 30-day load board, and I'm probably not going to fully transition onto my own authority yet. I'll probably do 3 to 6 months with a company out of Spring Hill, Texas, PDP Trucking. For 85% of the line haul, that's your money. That's your truck's money. They get 15%. Now, this video is not sponsored by PDP. But if you're thinking about becoming an owner-operator and you want to make a transition, I recommend them.